I'm straight, bro. I'm good, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna back up. I'm not gonna back up, bro.
Blood out my
Go get him, bro.
blood out. You finna do jail. You up, Paul?
I don't care.
What's your
bro.
name?
Just go, bro.
What's your name? I got your face.
Bro.
I got your face.
bro.
You're finna do life.
Just go, bro.
DPD.
Just go, bro.
You finna do life. You finna do life. You finna do life. What's your last name? Come on, Paul. That's how I know you're a bitch. You up, Paul? You didn't even blow that bitch. You up, didn't even blow it. You up, Paul? Didn't even blow it.
Bro, just go.
You're a bitch. Blow it. Blow it.
Go.
Blow it.
Walk
Blow it.
bro.
Blow that bitch.
Bro, I'm not gonna.
Can you imagine chasing a dude and telling him to blow the pole and then he actually shoots you? See, this is the type of situations that I be trying to avoid, especially when I was in Florida and I was constantly walking around with a gun and I had them challenge me in that Panda Express. And I'm like, he acting like he want me to shoot him. And I'm like, bro, if you put me in a situation where I have to shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you think I'm not gonna shoot you? And I literally got my gun out. I don't got no choice but to shoot you at this point.
Bro, I'm not gonna back up. I'm not gonna back up, bro.
Blood out.
Go get him, bro.
Blood out. You finna do jail, nigga. You up, Paul?
I don't care.
What's your
bro.
name?
Just go, bro.
What's your name? I got your face.
What's the gun laws in gender? Can he uphold like that and shoot him? Because he's like retreating. Here in New York, you would have had to do all this before you could pull a trigger. In Florida, you could just pull a trigger and that's the end of the story. Self-defense, you got it on video.
I got your face. You're finna do life.
Just go, bro.
DPD.
He was charged with first-degree assault with a deadly weapon. Later had the case reduced to misdemeanor charges. Why he still got a misdemeanor? Says self-defense, you chasing and scaring, bro. Said he in fact blew it. Looks like you're standing your ground to me. He backed up almost a whole city block. Says, how can you be acting hard and threatening jail?
Just go, bro.
You're finna do life. You finna do life.
That running away.
You finna do life.
He was trying not
What's
to
your
shoot.
big last name? Come on, folks. That's how I know you're a bitch. You up, Paul? You didn't even blow that.
Think you a bitch because you upped the pole and you didn't blow the gun. Bro, niggas don't shoot you. Niggas don't want to sit in jail. It don't got nothing to do with niggas being scared. A nigga has a gun in his hand. If he didn't give a fuck, he would have just shot you, bro. Before you even up the camera, and it would have been a headshot. It looked like he might have let off a leg shot.
You up there, didn't even blow.
He let off he was close enough to head tap him, and he's backing up. You could obviously tell the nigga not trying to do prison time, bro. Like, he's doing everything in his power to not have to shoot this nigga.
You up, Paul? Didn't even blow it.
Bro, just go.
You're a
Go.
blow it. Blow it.
Go.
Blow it.
Walk
Blow it.
bro.
Blow that.
He asked for it and got shot. Good for that nigga. He should have let off 2 more. He was being very. I don't think he should have got any charges. The misdemeanor charges. They shouldn't have gave that nothing.
I'm not gonna back up, bro.
Blood.
Go get him, bro.
Blood out my. You finna do jail. Nigga. You up, Paul?
He got shot by the cops. Played a full vid. Where's the full video? Where's the full video? Where the full vid? He got shot by the cops? Hold on.
Bro, I'm not gonna
Blow that motherfucker.
Bro, I'm not gonna back
Blow
up,
that
bro.
motherfucker.
I'm not gonna back up, bro.
Blood that motherfucker. Blood that motherfucker.
Go get him, bro.
Blood that motherfucker. You finna do jail, nigga. You up, Paul?
I don't care.
What's your
bro.
name?
Just go, bro.
What's your name? I got your
go,
face.
Bro.
I got your face. You're finna do life, nigga.
Just go, bro.
DPD.
Just go, bro.
They opened fire on the nigga that shot him,
Y'all finna, nigga, you finna do life. You finna do life.
but it's saying that he didn't want to drop his gun though.
You finna do life. What's your last name? Come on, folk. That's how I know you're a bitch. You up, Paul? You
Somebody said blow that shit is consent. That's mad funny.
ain't even blow that. You up, didn't even blow it. You up, Paul? Didn't even blow it. You're a bitch. Blow it. Blow it. Blow it. Blow it. Blow that. You're a bitch.
Bro, I'm not gonna.
So I don't see a full video. Someone got the video of him getting shot by the cops. It says that he's a YouTuber. So let's see. Activist and YouTuber Lewis Johnson, known online as Real Constitutional Upholder, was involved in a shooting in downtown Denver near 16th and California streets. Accounts circulating with the video of the incident claim Johnson was being harassed and pursued by another man before Johnson shot him. Denver police say officers arrived after reports of the initial shooting and encountered Johnson still armed. Police say Johnson refused commands to drop his gun, leading to two DPD officers to open fire and shoot him multiple times. Johnson survived the police shooting and was later arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. The man shot in the initial confrontation was hospitalized in stable condition, according to the police. That got shot. So he let off one shot and got shot multiple times. Thank God that he survived, though. That's insane. Damn. I don't think I would have backed my gun out for that right away, though. That's probably why he caught the misdemeanor charges. He might have just backed his gun out too early. Let me see. Let's play the video. Let's see real quick.
Where a man does everything in his power to not kill somebody. He backs up, he keeps walking, he tries to leave, and he still ends up face down in the lobby of his own apartment building while 9 rounds from Denver PD going off around him. So today we're going to talk about the part of carrying a gun that nobody puts on the brochure.
Stop!
Bro, I'm not gonna.
Blood
Bro, I'm not gonna back
Blood
up. Bro. I'm not gonna back up, bro.
Blood.
Go get him, bro.
Blood. You finna do jail. You up, Paul?
I don't care.
What's your
bro.
name?
Just go, bro.
What's your name? I got your
go,
face.
Bro.
I got your face. You're
bro.
finna do life.
Just go, bro.
DPD.
Just go, bro.
You finna do life. You finna do life. You finna do life. What's your last name? Come on, folk. That's how I know you're a bitch.
Screaming, come on, foe, and threatening with police. Yo, just be confused, bro. Who you want to be?
You up, Paul? You didn't even blow that bitch. You up, didn't even blow it. You up, Paul? Didn't even blow it. You're a bitch. Blow it. Blow it. Blow it. Blow it. Blow that.
And he in fact blew that. In fact, he did. Yes, he did.
What? Where? That guy?
He just shot my son.
Denver police, stop right there! Stop right there! Stop right there!
Wait, hold on. Let me rewind, chat. What's going on?
He just shot my son.
Where? That guy?
He just shot my son.
Denver police, stop right there! Stop right there! Stop right there!
Oh my God. There's no way these guys ran in there and lit that nigga up like that, bro. There's no way they ran in there and lit that nigga up like that, bro. No way, bro.
Turn around now! Turn around now!
How is he going to turn around? You just shot him.
Turn around now! Lay on your stomach! Lay on your stomach right now!
Watch what Louise Johnson is doing here, because this is the whole thing. He already has the gun out and he's retreating. He's walking backwards. He's creating distance. He's doing everything a reasonable man does when he does not want to pull that trigger. And the other guy will not let him have it. He keeps coming, camera in his face, chest out, pressing, daring him. I've seen this exact energy before, and it makes my brain hurt every single time because it is so completely antithetical to staying alive that it doesn't compute. And here's the ugly little truth underneath it. That was ego. That was a man who saw a gun pointed at him, felt that flash of fear, and instead of respecting it, let the fear curdle into anger and pride and decided that backing down was worse than getting shot. Ego will put you in the ground faster than any caliber ever manufactured. I'd even give him
facts. I don't want to say too much, but some of y'all letting ego dictate how long you're gonna be on this earth, bro.
a sliver of it being fear all mixed up in there, that you pulled a gun on me, bro, bewilderment. But the second he clocked that Johnson didn't actually want to kill him, that's when the aggression cranked up, not down. There's a sick little power move.
That happened to me too with this Panda Express, right? Remember I told you I was gonna fight, not fight, but some, you know. The crazy story about it is when I tell the whole story about it, the situation had nothing to do with him. I'm in the bathroom, some is banging on the door. I said, hold on. He said, nah, out of here, hurry up. So I come out and address him. I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, you don't, like, how you gonna tell a nigga to hurry up when he's in the bathroom and there's other bathrooms for you to go to? So the nigga trying to just ignore me, I'm not letting him close the door. Finally, I let him close the door, and I'm about to get into an altercation with some other niggas he with. I'm like, that more ready to die over some shit than that kid was. So we arguing back and forth. He clocked the gun. He backed down. And once he realized I wasn't going to pull a gun out, that's when he started getting crazy. Yo, pull that out of here. Pull that out. Shoot something then. And I'm just looking at this like, if I didn't care about my freedom, I would pull his out and blow your head off. And all your last words would have been is fake toughness. You literally see I have a gun and you back down. And once you realize that I was about to walk out that Panda Express, because I was in fact not gonna blow your head off. Now you're getting crazy, but he's not getting crazy approaching me though. That's different. Because remember, we're in Florida. you're talking crazy, and you're trying to come at me, and y'all all got tap out shirts on. It's a done case, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be in jail that long. So I think some people are kind of stupid. Like some people don't have real survival instinct. You see somebody got a firearm on them and you feel like you want to test if they're going to pull that trigger. You don't, I told y'all this one of my last streams. You don't back someone into a corner because you're going to force them to be brave. Some people that's not brave. When you back them into a corner, you're going to force them to be brave, even if they don't want to be brave. You're going to force them to be brave. You're going to force them to do the very thing that they are too scared to do. So he backed him, he kept chasing him and he broke a bottle and all this other shit. It's like, bro, he already pulled his gun out in fear. He's really trying not to shoot you. That might just shoot you. And he asked for it and he got it. Now, my problem is, how does a dude retreat back into this hallway, drop his gun, put his hands up and get popped? Multiple times. And now he's being asked to turn over on his stomach after y'all just shot him a bunch of times. They wouldn't have gave up if they killed this in there.
Move that happens right there, where the guy senses
I hope these cops got fired. I think they let off rounds too fast.
Mercy and reads it as weakness and presses the issue all the way to the point of proving it. And he proved it. Now, somebody's already typing it. Well, if he didn't want to shoot him, why did he pull the gun? And that's a fair question, truthfully. So let me answer it straight. In this country, you don't draw a firearm to scare somebody. We have almost zero tolerance and even less patience for brandishing. The old saying exists for a reason. If you pull it, you better be already justified in using it, because pulling a gun is not a bluff. It's not a warning shot to somebody's pride. It's a declaration that you are in fear of your life right now. So if Johnson felt endangered enough to draw, then in the eyes of the law, he was arguably already at the line where using it was on the table.
And that's probably why he caught the misdemeanor.
The problem is, he clearly didn't want to be at that line. He wanted the guy to just go away. And that gap between having the gun out and desperately not wanting to fire it is the gap this whole tragedy fell through. And look, I'll give you the honest critique too. He never reholstered. And he's got a live gun in his hand when the next chapter starts. I'm not standing here assigning blame.
Yeah, that's also like really stupid. After you shot the nigga, you should have put that gun away while you're holding your gun. And see, this is why you gotta have some like firearm training, comprehension of the law before y'all just carry firearms. You shot the dude, he retreated after you shot him, right? And if he was still chasing you, then you should have kept firing until he had to go down. That's number one rule. If you shoot somebody, you keep firing until they go down. Especially if they have a deadly weapon like another firearm, you got to keep shooting them until they go down, right? If he ended up like retreating, you should have holstered your weapon and you should have called 911 to let them know that you just shot somebody in self-defense, or don't even say that on the phone. Actually, don't say that. Just say, hey, somebody shot. Don't even say you shot them. Say, hey, somebody shot at this and this address. Come get them. And when they ask for you to explain what happened, get your lawyer. Don't explain a goddamn thing. Actually, if you guys ever catch yourself shooting somebody, do not call the police and tell them that you shot somebody. Tell them somebody shot at here, here, and here. Boom, boom, boom. That's it, bro. If they arrest you under suspicion, whatever, get your lawyer on the phone. You ain't got shit to say, right? So if you're gonna have a firearm, you already got to know that if you shoot somebody, you possibly gonna do time. If you have a firearm and a cop is scared, you face the possibility of being shot by a nigga that's unsure of whether you're gonna use that firearm on them. You got to go through a whole procedure in your head of how you're gonna use that firearm, right? And if you're ever inside a situation where a guy clearly wants you to shoot him, you need to make sure you are justified in every step of the way before you pull that trigger. And I'm telling you, I know dudes that have killed dudes in self-defense, and they're in prison right now for manslaughter for more than 30 plus years. It's like, in that situation, bro, I would have almost rather that shot me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for that, because this is a fast, ugly, seconds-long dynamic, and most people don't run a clean tactical checklist in the middle of it, but it matters. Now hold on to that.
Police, stop right there! Stop right there!
Video from 2 Denver police officers' body cameras shows what happened when they responded to a ShotSpotter notification and a report of a shooting on 16th and California Street on Sunday, May 3rd, shortly before 2 a.m. We see officers following someone they identified as a suspect into this apartment complex entrance.
Dropped the gun and got lit up though. Like, I'm seeing the gun drop and then the gunshots follow after that. Some of these cops, I don't know. Yo, so what happened with these cops, man? These cops got charged? Like, what happened, bro? This is getting me. People like, this is shit I hate about America. Is these gun happy ass white in police uniform, bro.
We pause the video, but you hear multiple shots before a suspect is down on the ground, their gun also on the ground.
So now the cops show up, and I need you to understand exactly how little they knew when they got there. Somebody flags down a marked car and says, that man just shot my son. That's it. That is the entire briefing. They don't have the video you and I just watched. They don't know he was retreating. They don't know he tried 3 times to avoid this. All they know is shots fired, a guy identified as a shooter, and that guy is still holding a pistol and walking into a building.
And that's where he up. And maybe that's why them cops never got charged. You just fired on somebody. Why do you still have your gun? Do you not have a holster? Why do you have your gun out? Like, my thing is, like, were you that scared for your life that you just kept your gun out the whole time?
That, by the way, turns out to be his own home. But they don't know that either. And Luis, brother, running inside was not it. I don't know if he was dazed, in shock, ears ringing, brain still catching up to the fact that he just shot a human being, because not one of us is built to fire on another person and then stand there cool and collected like nothing happened. That is not a normal human state. Most people.
Yeah, I think he probably never shot nobody in his life, so he was probably still in shock. And there's no amount of training that's gonna get you adjusted for that, but you gotta have that muscle memory of, if you pull that trigger, Claire, holster. If you guys ever been in the military or been in law enforcement, you pull, boom, 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 clear, no more threat of danger, holster that. You got to do that in routine. So if you ever, and I've never shot anyone, but if you ever had to shoot somebody, it's pull, boom, 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 clear, boom, put that away, bro. Because that's what got him popped. And he could have died off this situation. Like, he's lucky to be here. The nigga got, like, niggas lit him up more than he lit up the other dude.
People are going to be
This is a really, like, sad. This whole story is crazy.
rattled, foggy, half present. So I have real compassion for where his head probably was. But strategically, running into that vestibule did nothing for him except turn him into a silhouette with a gun, moving away from police in a hallway with no cover for anybody. And here's where I need both sides to actually hear me, because this cuts in two directions at once. When a cop's adrenaline is redlined and he's screaming, drop the gun, here's the trap nobody talks about. To drop the gun, you have to move. You have to do something with your hands. And when
I was thinking he probably ran inside so he could put the gun down. But I don't know. I mean, he's like operating like a deer in headlights right now. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing. You could tell he has no idea. He's just lucky to still be alive, and he only got charged with a misdemeanor. He's really lucky to still be alive, like, and get charged with only a misdemeanor, bro. Only a misdemeanor.
Everybody's dialed up that high. Any movement reads as a threat. So you get this collision where the command requires motion and the fear punishes motion. And the person gets shot in the half second they were trying to comply. The official account says he rotated towards them with the gun out in front of him. A lot of people watching that same footage swear the gun was coming down, not up. I wasn't in their shoes and neither were you, so I'm not gonna pretend I can resolve that frame by frame. I've lived in the civilian end of this. I've sat in a car with the cop's gun pointed dead at my friend's head, barking, move, don't move, move, don't move. And my friend froze solid because he understood in his bones that the wrong twitch was the last twitch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't really say what I would confidently do, but what I tell myself I would do is, listen, bro. Listen, sir. I don't want to make the wrong move and you blow my head off. Please, my hands are up. I'm raising my hands. Do not shoot me. Take me out the car. You could put me in handcuffs. I'll put my hand on top of the car. I'm not reaching for my license and registration. I'm not doing none of that while you got a gun out. I'll come out the car. You could put me in handcuffs. I'll put my hands on the ceiling. You could grab my license yourself. I remember all this stress now living back in America. Like, you got to put your license and your registration where, like as soon as I get stopped by police and they come out that car, I'm digging for that license and registration almost instantly because I want that shit to already be on the dashboard before the cops even pull up to the window. This is like a real thing here in America. Cause I'm like, oh, bro, if you see this firearm, you're gonna be on hots. And you see them when they walking up, they hand me on the gun. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what you're gonna do. There's tons of police that have done traffic stops that got popped in their head just because they did a traffic stop, right? So it's like you don't know who's in that car. But 9 times out of 10, you're the one that has more deadly force than anybody else. So
the difference is my boy had empty hands and could hold perfectly still. Luis Johnson had a gun in his hand. So holding still wasn't safety, and moving wasn't safety either. His only exit was to set it down. And setting it down is a movement. And that movement is what a terrified cop is primed to fire on. So I'm not here to bury the officers. They walked into a hallway with no cover, believing a man just shot someone was about to shoot them. And the department's own chief called it exactly what it was, a thing that unfolded in a matter of seconds. But understandable, and there's nothing to fix here, are not the same sentence. If the whole thing unfolds in seconds because the command and the shot land almost on top of each other, then somewhere in the training, there has to be a beat, a fraction that lets a human being actually begin to comply before the trigger breaks.
Yeah, I feel like those officers fire too fast, right? Like, as a cop, for the sake of not shooting someone who's trying to comply, you have to give them a second to try to comply. The problem is he is facing them with a gun, right? He might not be facing the officer that was closest to him, but the other guy pulling up, he's facing him. So he could fire off on his partner before he turns the gun to him. It's like I could see both sides, but I still think the officers fired too fast. I think when he ran into that building, he should have put the gun down and he should have dropped his face on the floor, bro. Like, yo, bro. It's like I get you scared and whatever, but I don't know how scared that really was. I think he might have just not been in the right state of mind because of fear. And fear will do some really insane things to a man, yo. Fear is something crazy.
You can't demand surrender and punish the motion that surrender requires. That is not a knock on courage. That's just physics and human reaction time. And it goes for the cops and it goes for us concealed carriers who might one day be the guy in that hallway. Now, here's what the other side is going to run with. They're going to hold this up and go, see, this is what a good guy with a gun gets you. 2 shootings, hallway full of bullets, chaos. Get out of here. Strip the firearm out of this entire story and tell me what you're left with. You've still got an aggressor who chased a man down and dared him to do it. You've still got somebody willing to press violence on another human being over pride. The gun didn't create that man's ego, and a law on a page wasn't going to disarm it. What the gun did was give the person being hunted a fighting chance to still be breathing, which, by the way, both men in that street are, because Johnson kept trying not to fire right up until he had no daylight left. The disorder in this story didn't come from the tool. It came from a guy who wouldn't stop, and from a system that gives everybody about a second and a half to make the biggest decision of their lives. Now, real quick, because it's right on theme. The reason the folks who clip this video want you quiet is that a quiet gun owner is an easy one to legislate. So don't be quiet. The America 2A hat that you see right here on my head, that you see me wearing, exactly what I just said out loud, right on top of my head. No apology and no small talk. So if you're done biting your tongue about the Second Amendment, go ahead and grab one. As you can see here, 9 rounds perfectly wrong. And his fight still isn't over. Because here's what a lot of folks get catastrophically wrong. They think the danger ends when the shooting stops. It doesn't. It transfers. It walks out of that hallway and into a courtroom. The DA looked at the officers and said they were legally justified to use deadly physical force against Johnson. No charges for them. But read the fine print, because this is everything. That decision was about the cops. It answered one question: were the officers justified in shooting Luis? It did not touch the other question at all. Was Luis justified in shooting that first man? That question is still sitting out there unanswered. And as far as I've been able to confirm, Johnson's own case for the initial shooting is still live. So sit with the shape of that. A man may have acted in genuine self-defense against somebody who chased him down, and he can still be one wearing the charges, still the one hiring the lawyers, still the one whose freedom is now.
That's why I'm telling y'all, being a gun owner is such a large responsibility. A lot of me would rather just scare someone into not committing what they're going to commit than actually fire on somebody. Because it's like, bro, you still got to get lawyers. You got to fight that case. And whoever the DA is going to try to hit you with the maximum. They're not going to see your point of view and go, okay, now you're good, unless your evidence is just undeniable. Like, it's hard, bro. It's hard. You got to put yourself in every position so you don't got to shoot somebody. Because when you shoot somebody, you could be sitting in jail for 3 to 5 years before they see your point of view, bro. That's 3 to 5 years of your life gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, granted, I read that it was dropped down to a misdemeanor. I'd actually have to look his name up and look up the court and look and see if he's still in jail or not.
Somebody else's decision, while the DA writes a clean letter clearing everybody with a badge. That's not me telling you self-defense isn't worth it. It absolutely is. It's me telling you that pulling the trigger is the halfway point of the fight, not the finish line. And the second half is fought in front of a judge with your money, your record, and your future on the table. So take the real lesson out of this one, because it's not about the caliber and it's not about the hallway. Situational awareness is your first weapon. The gun is just the last one. Ego is the thing that actually kills people in this story on both ends of the barrel. And surviving the encounter is only one step, because the aftermath, the running, the complying, the cops, the courtroom, every bit of it can take you down just as hard as a bullet. Luis Johnson tried not to shoot a man and almost died 3 separate ways for the trouble. Learn from it so you never have to live it. That's the video. If it made you think, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Man, having that sword, man. Every man shall sell his script and buy a sword. That's a Bible verse. That's another reason I wanted to come back to America, man. I like the fact that I could have my guns. But man, this is that's crazy work. Let's hit the like button, man. Let's get the likes up. We're still streaming. Support the stream. Let's get a couple more likes. Let's see if we get another Cash App. We could probably keep on banging out. Shout out to Tyree for holding it down. My guy held it down for the homies today. He said, man, I'm about to bless. Shout out to him. Shout out to all you guys that sent super chats. Today was the last day to make any money on YouTube. YouTube just said, the month is over. Time for y'all to grind again for another 30 days. Let me see what I can show you guys real quick. Give me 1 second, chat. Damn, I can't close this. I'm letting you close it now. All right, let's see. 98 votes. Would y'all travel for a Mariah Sincere lookalike? 81% of y'all said no. That's tough. Sorry, guys. When you come to the Homies Hub, we're brutally honest over here. We take no prisoners. All right, let's see if I got a couple more videos that I wanted to cover.